This mysterious uncovering is something Ebube is short of words. As he least expected it to be uncovered. As Ebube came back to himself, it looked as if he was acting a drama or a script. Ebube was a grown-up man who is influential and comfortable in all levels of life, with his side chick and close friends, which one of those friends is the head of the vigilante. Ebube was at Mempa, around Pand Road, opposite the shop of Anyeke, the retired military man. He was coming back home while his vigilante friends were returning from Asa Road. They all jammed at Mempark, now by Park Road Junction, opposite Miverton, by the roundabout. Anyone who knows this area will know that it's always very busy. They shockingly stopped. The normal alignment and movement of things in their usual demonstration started running around over a particular spot, like someone who has caught a prey. Immediately, Ebu knew there was a problem and something hidden is about to be uncovered there. No one tells a difficult hearing person market is about to begin, and the cripple usually starts his journey on time. Ebu started moving as fast as he could, home, walking through Miverton to Okigwe Road. The discovery, which was about to be uncovered, was not hidden to Ebu. Unlike the Abba watchers, deciding to start going was not just because he did not like gazing like the Abba people, but because there's a saying that when a thought is on its heels in the daytimes, if it is not pursuing something, something is definitely pursuing him. At a particular spot at Okigwe Road was where he was able to reach before the head of the vigilante, his friend, met him. Some distance after the Okigwe Primary School. Did he just forget something? Why did he move so far without actually responding or greeting them? Yes, they were on parade on a particular danger zone and danger area, because at that time, whenever they start demonstrating, nobody should come there. But as people of spiritual dimension, they knew something was wrong. And based on the cloud on his mind, or could it be? What could it be? That their office is that way also. He pointed to him, assuming that maybe all is not well, so he overlooked and showed him where the office is and handed him the particulars of their discoveries at the main park. Ebu don't need to be told. It was a presidential pardon, and as a friend, that will be the least. Whenever such is discovered again, I'll tell you, he will have himself to be blamed. Though he was not with his boys, but he gave him that presidential pardon. That was why he came alone to meet him and gave him all those. Murder case are not things the vigilante toil about with, but he just want Ebu to go let the parents of the deceased know. Yes, it was not intentional. Unforeseen circumstances can happen to anyone, unknowingly, which is beyond their control. But when they now hide it, it becomes like an intentional act. The ungodly occurrence which made Ebu a murderer took place on that fateful day. She visited Ebu, you dear, a very beautiful damsel. Any man will want to be with her. Fair in complexion, charming, understanding, and very friendly. Very jovial. She was in school. From Umuahia, Ebu was living around Brass Street. After a series of plays and fun times together, Then on her way back to her residence, as Ebu was escorting her, about to enter bus at Brass, they were still playing, not minding the dangers and on the road. Mistakenly and jokingly pushed her. She fell, hit her head on the floor. As the devil took hold of it, she died instantly. "Ah, my God, what is this? Oh no," he cried and grabbed her, cuddling her, trying to revive as much as possible, did all he could. Then on the process, nothing can be done, and after cuddling and doing all that he could, he carried her, running towards the park road. He was claiming to take her to the hospital. He stopped a tricycle rider. While on the road, she became more cold and it was obvious. It was getting dark and it was very late in the night. So instead of going to report or take her to a mortuary, he just hired a shovel, took her to a nearby roundabout and dig the place and buried her after discharging the tricycle person. This was what the vigilante discovered. Everybody is blind without the spiritual, and it can be intentional blindness to some people. It was not the only crime in his hands. There was another one. House assistants, a maid, though not directly towards him. He was not the one at fault. She was killed because of onions. Yes, very correct, onion. The amazement is expected. That one, his house was where it happened. The wife was aware of it. She abused the girl because to her, the girl was wasting the onion at home in the name of cooking. While beating her, she ran off the house. They were living close to the road. They threw that onion to her. Unfortunately, it hit her. She fell. It becomes death. There is no imagining level to what anger can cause if not checked. Emotion is as powerful as a destructive gadget. Ebu carried her to protect the family and cover his wife as a concerned husband, to bury her in the same spots which he is gradually turning to a private tomb. A good family should be there for themselves at ugly times, yes, no doubt, but do not support evil. What people do lives after them. Some memories can be so tormenting. These are the particles handed to him by the vigilante friend with a mercy period. As he returned home with the decayed particles of onion handed to him while the wife was cooking with the daughter and her friend, with rage because the man was at it now, he sliced good boys of onion, pouring it into the food and fire, something he had never done before, thinking they will understand, that she will recall. But no, they were as surprised as a cat, thinking, what is wrong with the quarreling dimension of our spouse? That he moved from the kitchen like somebody being tormented by evil spirit, moved from the kitchen to the sitting room. He started apologizing to the wind and to the space, as the wives can only see those. But he knew that he was seeing the spirits of these girls that were killed and unjustly buried. So while he was doing this and thinking on how to go and apologize to his people at Umuahia, because these are the things he was saying in the air, there was a knock at the door and there is an information that the parents has arrived his house. They were welcomed, given a seat. But what is he going to do now? Lie again to keep covering the situation, or manage the situation well, or the emotions of all these old people that are now in his house, or to tell the truth, which may likely raise the blood pressure to a higher level or that. But where could have been the best? here or outside or in their hometown. All these were going through his mind. But that the hometown would have been worst because the youths of the town would have dealt with him terribly. But what will they ask him to do? To marry these girls, still bury them? Or are they going to pay him back with life after life? He burst into tears while on the floor kneeling, including his families. Every one of them cried. They cried and repented of all their wrongs. The family understood that it's a mistake, though they have missed their children for a long time. They lamented too. After crying and shedding tears, they all forgave each other, and everything became a bygone, and he restored his peace. The man was back again in his normal senses, but nothing on earth is hidden. Thank you for watching to the end. Please like and share, and also tune in, subscribe for more mystery